Imagine this. Someone leaves a rude comment. Your phone buzzes. You read it. And suddenly, a complete stranger controls your mood for the next 3 hours. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happens to millions of people every day. Not because the comment was powerful. Not because the person mattered. But because they got something valuable from you. Your attention? And here's the part nobody talks about. Most people think power comes from speaking louder, defending themselves, and proving others wrong. But in reality, some of the most successful people in the world have mastered a completely different skill. They know what to ignore. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why ignoring the right things can make your life less stressful, more productive, and way more successful. Attention is the real game. Let's keep it real. Every app on your phone is competing for your attention. Social media, news, notifications, messages, drama. Everybody wants a piece of your focus because attention is one of the most valuable resources you have. Think about it. You can make more money. You can replace lost possessions, but you can never get back an hour that was wasted worrying about something that didn't matter. The problem is that most people treat attention like it's free. It's not. Every time you obsess over criticism, every time you replay an argument in your head, every time you check what someone said about you, you're paying with your time, energy, and peace of mind. The question is, are the things you're focusing on actually worth the price? Why our brains struggle to ignore things? Here's something interesting. Your brain is naturally designed to pay more attention to negative things than positive ones. Psychologists call this negativity bias. Thousands of years ago, noticing danger helped humans survive. The person who paid attention to threats stayed alive. The person who ignored danger didn't. The problem is that your brain still works that way today. That's why one negative comment can stick with you longer than 10 compliments. That's why criticism feels louder than praise. And that's why ignoring isn't easy. You're not fighting the internet. You're fighting your own wiring. But once you understand this, something changes. You stop believing every thought that enters your head. You stop treating every criticism like an emergency. And you start choosing what deserves your attention. The hidden cost of reacting. Most people think reacting is harmless. It's not. Every reaction creates a chain reaction. Someone annoys you. You think about it. You talk about it. You replay it later. You lose focus. Your mood changes. Your productivity drops. And all of that happened because of one moment that probably wasn't important to begin with. The scary part? Some people spend years doing this. They stay emotionally connected to things that should have been forgotten in 5 minutes. That's why ignoring isn't about pretending something doesn't exist. It's about refusing to give small problems a permanent place in your mind. What successful people do differently. Have you ever noticed that highly successful people rarely respond to everything? It's not because they don't care. It's because they understand opportunity cost. Every minute spent arguing is a minute not spent creating. Every minute spent explaining yourself is a minute not spent improving yourself. Imagine 2 people. One spends an hour reading negative comments. The other spends that same hour learning a new skill. At the end of a day, the difference is small. At the end of 5 years, the difference is massive. Success isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about getting distracted less. And that's exactly what ignoring helps you do. 5 things you should start ignoring. Number 1. Opinions from people you would never trade places with if you wouldn't take their advice. Don't take their criticism. Simple. Not every opinion deserves equal weight. Number 2. The need to explain everything. You don't need everyone to understand your decisions. People will judge you anyway. Let your results do the talking. Number 3. Online drama. Most internet arguments have no winner. They only steal time. A week later, nobody even remembers them. Number 4. Comparisons. Social media is a highlight reel. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes footage to someone else's best moments. That's a game you'll never win. Number 5. Temporary emotions. Not every feeling requires action. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you're frustrated. Sometimes you're angry. Give emotions time before giving them decisions. Here's the truth. Ignoring isn't weakness. It's judgment. It's knowing the difference between what's urgent and what's important. It's protecting your focus in a world that's constantly trying to steal it. The people who achieve the most aren't always the smartest. They aren't always the most talented. but they're usually the ones who know where their attention belongs. So the next time someone tries to drag you into drama, the next time a negative comment gets under your skin, the next time you feel the urge to react immediately, ask yourself one question. Will this still matter a month from now? If the answer is no, maybe it doesn't deserve your attention today, because your future is built by what you focus on. And sometimes the most powerful move you can make is simply moving on. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and let me know. What's one thing you're going to start ignoring after today? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next